Hello and welcome to quiz class. Today we have 100 questions on general knowledge. Here are our quiz class awards. Let us know how you ranked in the comments at the end. Let's begin with question number 1. What was social media platforms X's original name? Tweet, Twitter, or Twitter spelled Twttr? And it should be Twitter, Twitter is the original name. When is Groundhog Day celebrated? February 2nd, February 28th, or February 12th? February 2nd. The Star-Spangled Banner is the official name of the national anthem of the UK, the United States, or the Philippines. Of the United States. Which of the following vowels is not on the second line of letters of a standard keyboard? E, O, or A? A is the answer. Question 5. Buffalo Soldier is a 1984 song by Bob Marley, Don McLean, or Bob Dylan? Bob Marley. Which flag has 12 stars? The Chinese flag, the Australian, or the European Union? The European Union. Barbecuing was a food tradition that gained popularity in the 1950s in the US, the UK, or South Korea. In the US. How many seasons of Game of Thrones are there? 9, 8, or 7? Eight. Which sport is associated with a golden ball? Football, basketball, or hockey? Football. Where is Mount Kilimanjaro volcano located? Nigeria, Guatemala, or Tanzania? Tanzania. WPI stands for wholesale, poll index, price index, or prize index. Price index. When was the first 4th of July celebrated? 1882, 1777 or 777? (1777). What does HTML stand for? Hypertext Markup Language, Hypertext Tech Markup Language, or Hypertext Markup Language? Hypertext Markup Language. Which is not an internet search engine? YouTube, Facebook, or DuckDuckGo? Facebook. Which is not a web browser? Gmail, Opera Mini, or Safari? Gmail. Which is not a web hosting company? GoDaddy, Meta, or HostGator? Meta. Which is not an antivirus program? Linux, McAfee, or ESET Nod 32? Linux. What is the shortcut for the copyright symbol? Control-Alt-Co, Control-C, or Control-Alt-C? Control-Alt-C. What does HTTP stand for? Hypertext Transfer Protocol, Hypertext Tool Protocol, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. BMW is an automotive brand from which country? England, Italy, or Germany? Germany. Question 21. What is the third largest planet in the solar system? Jupiter, Neptune, or Uranus? Uranus. What is the hottest planet in the solar system? Mars, the Sun, or Venus? Venus. Earth's atmosphere has how many major and several secondary layers? So we're looking for the major layers. 5, 7, or 3? 5. What is the atmospheric layer closest to Earth's surface? The troposphere, the stratosphere, or the exosphere? The troposphere. On which layer of the atmosphere do clouds form? The stratosphere, the troposphere, or the exosphere? Troposphere. Tea originates from which country? China, England, or India? China. Babies are born without kneecaps. Which babies? Human babies, monkey babies, or elephant babies? Human babies. Which tennis player has won the most Grand Slam titles? Serena Williams, Novak Djokovic, or Rafael Nadal? Novak Djokovic. First African country to gain independence from colonial rule is South Africa, Ghana, or Libya? Ghana. Johannes Gutenberg invented the first movable type food truck, ATM, or printing press? Printing press. Which planet in the solar system has the strongest gravity? Earth, Jupiter, or Saturn? Jupiter. How many pyramids of Giza are there? 5, 3, or 12? Three. When and where was Puma founded? 1948 Italy, 1949 Italy, or 1948 Germany? (1948) Germany. Paella is the national dish of Spain, Luxembourg, or Morocco? Spain. The Burj Khalifa is the tallest statue in the world, tower in the world, or building in the world? The tallest building in the world. Giraffes are the only what without a vocal cord? Mammal, animal, or organism? Mammal. The Rocky Mountains is a mountain range in which continent? Asia, North America, or Antarctica? North America. Which American president is not depicted on Mount Rushmore National Memorial? Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, or James Monroe? James Monroe. The Adventure of Sherlock Holmes is a collection of short stories by which author? Arthur Conan Doyle, J.K. Rowling, or Pamela Butchart? Arthur Conan Doyle. Operation Hurricane was the first British nuclear test in 1956, 1950, or 1952. (1952). When was Nike founded? 1952, 1962, or 1971? (1971). Think different is the slogan of which tech company? Apple, Samsung, or HP? Apple. According to what mythology, Pandora was the first woman on Earth? Roman, Greek, or Jewish? Greek mythology. Who consumes the most chocolate per capita? Switzerland, Belgium, or Germany? Switzerland. Who was the first, or what was the first toy advertised on television? Barbie, Mr. Potato Head, or Hot Wheels? Mr. Potato Head. Which breed of dog originates from Tibet? The Lhasa Apso, the Great Dane, or the Golden Retriever? The Lhasa Apso. Of the following, which is the worst electrical conductor? Silver, copper, or diamond? Diamond. A bee has how many eyes? 2, 5, or 4? Five. When did Chevrolet introduce the first Corvette? 1948, 1959, or 1953? (1953). Question 50. Okay, and let's move on to question 50. We're halfway through. Which woman won the Nobel Prize in 1903? Marie Curie, Alva Myrdal, or Emily Green Balch? Marie Curie. Why did Einstein receive a Nobel Prize? For the discovery of the law of the photoelectric effect, for the law of motion, or for the law of momentum? The photoelectric effect. Which physicist was not born in the 1800s? Albert Einstein, Marie Curie, or Isaac Newton? Isaac Newton. Alfred Nobel, a Swedish chemist and inventor, British chemist and inventor, or American chemist and inventor, created the Nobel Prize? Swedish chemist and inventor. Which scientist coined the term radioactive? Marie Curie, Henri Becquerel, or Albert Einstein? Marie Curie. What did Alfred Nobel not invent? Dynamite, galvanite, or the fire extinguisher? The fire extinguisher. When was McDonald's founded? 1939, 1940, or 1949? (1940). What was McDonald's first international location? Canada, Germany, or India? Canada. In which international country does McDonald's have the most franchises? Japan, Russia, or India? Japan. In what year did East and West Berlin become united? 1995, 1945, or 1990? (1990). And we are at question 60. When did the Berlin Wall fall? 1989, 1929, or 1932? (1989). La Gioconda is the official title for which painting? The Last Supper, The Starry Night, or the Mona Lisa? The Mona Lisa. How many stripes of colors are there currently on the Pride flag? 7, 6, or 8? Six. How many stripes of colors were there on the 1978 Pride flag? 7, 6, or 8? Eight. Jonas Salk created the vaccine against polio, typhoid, or leukemia? Polio. Who was assassinated in 1914 in Sarajevo? Archduke Karl Ludwig of Austria, Franz Joseph I of Austria, or Archduke Franz Ferdinand? Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Which is the smallest planet in our solar system? Mars, Mercury, or Venus? Mercury. In how many days does the moon complete a revolution around the Earth? 27.3, 29.3, or 25.3? (27.3). Who is known as the father of modern genetics? Gregor Mendel, Robert Hooke, or William Bateman? Gregor Mendel. How many planets in the solar system have rings? 2, 4, or 3? Four. Question 70. Which is the largest ocean? The Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, or Atlantic Ocean? The Pacific Ocean. The largest desert in Asia is the Gobi Desert, Thar Desert, or Karakul Desert? The Gobi Desert. What was the first state in the USA? Delaware, Pennsylvania, or New Jersey? Delaware. What is the largest Canadian province? Quebec, Alberta, or Ontario? Quebec. How many Canadian provinces are there? 10, 12, or 11? Ten. The Nile River is located in the what region? Eastern African, Southern African, or Western African? In the Eastern African region. What is the world's first national park? Yellowstone, Yosemite, or Arches? Yellowstone National Park. Which country does not share a border with India? Pakistan, Tajikistan, or Afghanistan? Tajikistan. What U.S. state is the largest by population? California, New York, or Texas? California. Au is the correct chemical symbol for actinium, gold, or silver. Gold. Which is the longest running Broadway musical of all time? The Lion King, Hamilton, or The Phantom of the Opera? The Phantom of the Opera. Question 81. Which of the following is the highest grossing Broadway show of all time? The Lion King, Hamilton, or The Phantom of the Opera? The Lion King. Modern Times is a 1936 American part talkie comedy film produced, written, and directed by Ingmar Bergman, Alfred Hitchcock, or Charlie Chaplin. That is Modern Times. Charlie Chaplin. The Major Arcana is a name for the What 22 cards in a tarot deck? Last, first, or middle 22 cards in a tarot deck? The first 22 cards in a tarot deck. Who was the 40th US president? Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, or Theodore Roosevelt? Ronald Reagan. What is the capital of Bangladesh? Lahore, Dhaka, or Colombo? Dhaka. Which actor played Jean Valjean in the musical Les Miserables? Hugh Jackman, Tony Stark, or Jewish? So that would be Hugh Jackman. The musical Les Miserables is set during which French period? Before the French Revolution, during the French Revolution, or post-French Revolution? Post-French Revolution. Anna Karenina is a character by which Russian author? Leo Tolstoy, Fyodor Dostoevsky, or Nikolai Gogol? Leo Tolstoy. When did Tom Brady retire? 2023, 2022, or 2024? (2023). Venison is the meat of which animal? Bison, rabbit, or deer? Deer. Question 91. A Song of Ice and Fire is a novel series by George R.R. Martin, Rick Riordan, or John Ronald Reuel Tolkien? George R.R. Martin. The Carpathia rescued the passengers of which ship in 1912? The Titanic, the Kiangya, or the Sultana? The Titanic. Where did RMS Titanic strike an iceberg? The North Atlantic Ocean, the South Atlantic Ocean, or the Pacific Ocean? The North Atlantic Ocean. Marilyn Dipch is an artwork by Peter Blake, David Hockney, or Andy Warhol? Andy Warhol. Who was the first recipient of the Ballon d'Or? Ballon d'Or. Stanley Matthews, Alfredo Di Stefano, or Cristiano Ronaldo? Stanley Matthews. Marie Curie did not receive a Nobel Prize in physics, chemistry, or biology. Biology. Which actor was banned by China for starring in 7 Years in Tibet? Brad Pitt, Lady Gaga, or Angelina Jolie? Brad Pitt. Sense and Sensibility was the first book published by Emily Bronte, James Milton, or Jane Austen? Jane Austen. What is the human body's largest internal organ? Skin, liver, or brain? The liver. Last question. For how many years did Roman Emperor Caligula reign? 4, 40, or 44? Four. And our bonus question, who was the first Caesar? Let us know the answer in the comments. And of course, how you ranked with our Quiz Class Einstein rewards. Thanks for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.